Thank you everybody for joining in. My name is Amir Ershkovitz. If you don't know me, I am the CEO of Future AI. I live here in Copenhagen. I deal with artificial intelligence. I deal with something that I like, that it's a great benefit. And I'm here today to share a lot of my knowledge with you guys. I created a short presentation. You can ask any question that you want in the chat. I will address it a little bit later on, so it won't interrupt during the lecture, but you are more than welcome to ask any question that you want. I'll be happy to answer that. So let's start. Today we're going to talk about artificial intelligence, of course. And following the last webinar that I did last month, I have a few tips that I want to talk about learning artificial intelligence and what should we do. For me, that I deal with artificial intelligence every day and almost all day, it is really, really hard because it's the fastest growing technology in the world ever. Okay, no technology in the world is growing so fast. And because it's growing so fast and hundreds of new software are published every day, even a person like me that is into is exploring everything can't really follow all the new innovation and new innovative software in AI. So first of all, I want to recommend a few things, okay? The main tip that I have for you when you learn AI is focus, okay? Try to focus. What do I mean? If you want focus on something specific, you will lose it. Try to focus on 2, 3, 4 software that are really helpful for you in your own role, in your own job, or in your everyday life, something that improves your life, something that automates the things that you do every day, something that really helps you, okay? If you find this kind of software, use it more and more and become better in it. Don't try to find all the softwares in the world and what is the best, because you'll get a different result of not finding anything in the end. Okay, so my main tip here is focus. Focus about few tools that are good for you guys, specifically for you, because each one has different needs. We'll talk about it later on. So when we learn about AI, keeping up with the pace of AI, what we talked about right now. Stay informed. Try to read newsletters. Try to read articles about AI. Especially follow experts. You can follow my pages. You can follow other people in Danish, whatever you want, whoever explains the things correctly and easily for you. But do it because it's a very innovative technology. And if you won't follow it, the things that I explained half a year ago are almost not relevant now. Experiment regularly, okay? What do I mean? I mean, you need to try it all day in your work. If you don't have time in your work, in your role to do it, okay, try to give it half an hour in the end of the day. Now, when you give it half an hour in the end of the day, you don't need to open your computer. Nobody likes to open the computer at 9 o'clock at night in his own home. We can do it with our mobile phone, okay? In the mobile phone, we have a lot of apps, especially of the LLMs that we're going to talk about later on. And if I have an app, for me, for example, we're going to talk later on about ChatGPT. So I have the app of ChatGPT. I really enjoy using the app, although all the day I'm on the computer. But at night, I'm using mostly the app because it has a function of talking. When I want to talk to the app and I want to say a lot of things, it's hard to write it down for 5 minutes. So I speak to the app and it transcribes everything that I say, and then it operates. So it's a lot easier for us to deal with an LLM when we can talk to it. So if you do it in the end and nobody bothers you, talk to it and it will hear you and understand everything you want to say in any language, okay? In Danish, in Hebrew, in English, in Romanian, whatever you want. Third thing, embrace the learning, okay? As I said, you need to upskill your AI knowledge and it's advancing really, really fast. So try to keep up the pace. And the most important tip of all, try it with your own hands, okay? Just listening to me or seeing YouTube videos that are really nice and they can explain really, really good what you need to do, it's not enough, okay? I'm having a course that I'm starting next week. I'm going to tell you about it later, but it's very important in each lesson of the course. I'm going to have 1 hour of a workshop that each one is working on his own computer with the laptop and doing his own project on his computer. If you won't do it by your own hands, you won't learn. And there's a lot of things, of course, to learn, but you can do it only by yourself, not by watching other people talking or movies like this. In here, you watch me, but it's only for the tips, not for learning. Let's see a short movie. Funny one. Okay, that's good. I can see Rolf in the camera. I can see that I made him smile. That's really, really nice. And as you can see, the characters here are Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. They are not a couple, as we know. They are competitors. And this movie, of course, was done by AI. This leads us to a section that is called deepfake, a deepfake movie, as we saw here. Because we are all intelligent people and we know the politics in the US, so we understand that this is deepfake. But this movie is just an example of things that we can do that are really deepfake, and some of them we can't really recognize by ourselves that they are deepfake. So let's talk a little bit about deepfake. It's a really important subject because now we are entering an era that the deepfake will control all over the world. Why is that? Because in the last few months, a lot of software were published, software for everyday use that can create those kind of movies. Most of them were restricted, like LLMs, so we can create something that is not allowed by the machine. Okay, but we have Elon Musk that everybody knows him, that created Grok 2. It's a new model that has almost no restrictions at all by creating a video. So this way, I can create a video of Kamala Harris and, of course, with Donald Trump, as you can see, or I can create a picture of President Zelensky with President Putin kissing together. Both of them are not really, won't really happen in reality. So basically, we need to know that we are entering an era of deepfake. What should we do? What are the risks? Deepfake can be used to spread misinformation, manipulate public opinion, and compromise personal privacy. What do I mean by compromise personal privacy? This is very important. Now, I don't want to scare you guys, but I want to share with you what everybody can do today, okay? Not only me as an expert. Some of you, I have your phone number, okay? So I can call you in a regular phone call. Now, in every regular phone call, we can all record the phone call that we are having together. So basically, I can record the call and I can save a voice sample of your voice by the conversation that we had. With this voice sample that I upload to my computer, I can go into your social network profile. In your social network, 99% of us has at least one public profile of us. When we have a public profile picture, anybody can download it. So basically, I can download pictures of you with the voice sample that I have from the phone call that we had together. I can create any video that I want in any language that I want in a matter of 10 minutes max. So basically, after I talked to you and I went to yours and I went to the social networks, okay, by going to the social networks and adding the voice sample, I'm going to a software and I'm creating a movie that says we must kill Putin. Just for an example, of course, yeah, that you said it and you said it in Russian and I publish it all over Russia. Okay, just for an example. Of course, each one can imagine what can we do with it. I can put any words that I want in your own mouth, in your own voice, and create a video of yourself saying it. Okay, this is a thing that is not imagination. This is a thing that I can do. For me, it takes less than 10 minutes to do it. So when we're talking about personal privacy, it is very important. I'm coming from cybersecurity background. It is very important to keep your things and your pictures private, and to be aware that it's very easy to impersonate your profile and create a deepfake movie from it. Okay. I hope nobody gets scared, but it's very important that you know that. Detection. It is very hard to detect the deepfake, and a small secret, it will be harder in the future, but I'll give you a few tips how to detect them. Regulation. Policymakers are working to establish guidelines, but they're working really slow, unfortunately, all over the world. And the technology is really, as I started, really high, it's really fast-paced. So the technology is running a lot faster than the policymakers. So basically, the EU issued 2 months ago the first regulation that they did about artificial intelligence, and they're going to start implementing it in February 2025. Until then, we have no official rules, okay? And we need to be aware of it. Vigilance, awareness. Individuals and organizations need to be aware of all the things that we just talked about, of your own privacy, and of course, in organizations, privacy and security. I'll give you an example. Deepfake use case. This one happened half a year ago in February, okay? This one is an amazing story. It sounds like a movie, like Hollywood movie, but it's completely, you can check it online. It's completely the truth. So basically what happened here, I'll open the article, I'll show you. So the CFO in a company called a worker that is dealing with finance and told him, we need to transfer $25 million to a certain bank account. Of course, the worker said, wow, that's a lot of money. Of course, I need somebody authorized to tell me that. And the CFO said, yeah, we're going on a Zoom meeting with the CEO in 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, they really went to a Zoom meeting, and the worker sees his CEO on the Zoom meeting, and he says, yeah, we need to transfer now 25 million to those and those bank accounts. When the meeting was finished, the worker did what he was told to do, and he transferred 25 million to a certain bank account. 3 days later, people came to him and said, why do we miss 25 million? And he said, I transferred them to those accounts by the CEO order. And then they said, but the CEO never told you to do this. So basically, the whole Zoom meeting, as we are meeting here right now, and you can see me, he saw his CEO talking with a lip sync, but basically it was a completely deep fake. Complete deep fake that was done to the guy in finance with the CFO, and to manipulate them to transfer $25 million. Okay. So basically, it happened half a year ago. Since then, a lot of organizations are being more careful, okay? But this is a short example what can happen to an organization, okay, if they're not being careful or aware of what deepfake can do. So we talked about what deepfake can do for personal people. We talked before, and now we see what it can do to organizations. The things that I show you now are just starting to evolve. So the awareness from this kind of stage for you guys is really, really important. The awareness is the half of solution to not be scammed in the future. How can we spot and report deepfake videos? So first of all, poor lip syncing. Most of the software, 80% of the software are not really good at lip syncing. So when I do a video of lip syncing, when I speak in Danish, I use a really, really good software that I pay for it. But other software, you can see that the lips are moving not correctly, and then you can imagine that it's not really an original video. Details of some of the way, especially what I want you to see here is especially the fingers. The AI in 2024, in all the photos that we create, has a lot of creativity in the face. It can create my face very easily, but when it tries to create hands and fingers, it has a lot of problems. It usually creates 6 fingers or 4, and you see them in a way that it's not natural way. So this way you can see that something is not natural in the picture, and you can suspect. Something doesn't sound right, like the background noises or robotic voices, okay? You can hear that it's not exactly your CEO voice. Something is weird in this kind of voice. So think about it. Something is weird not because he's sick. Something is weird because somebody is faking his voice. Unnatural expressions, okay? Each one has his expressions in his face. It's very hard to mimic those expressions. And basically, if we see a long video, we can see that the expressions repeat themselves. This one will point us that it's also a deepfake video. The video sourcer who's been posted is not an official account. That's very important to understand where did you get it, if it's an official account or not. Some of the things that you need to watch out from security is the things that if I control somebody's WhatsApp, I can send his friends the message, and then you get a message from a friend that you're sure that he's your friend and you know him for the last 40 years. So of course you'll do anything he asks for. No, don't do it. Call him, put him on the phone, ask him, did you just send me a message? Okay. Oh no, somebody broke into your phone. Okay. Take another step of advancing and make sure before you're sending him any code or sharing any information with him, even if it's your best friend. Maybe somebody is controlling his phone. Not sure about the URL that you got? A very simple tip that I have for you guys. Go to a website that is called Virus Total. In Virus Total, you can put any URL that you want, and you can get in few seconds, you can get the answer if the URL is clean and okay, or if it's a virus. So this is a nice tip for people who doesn't know how to check it. You can check it by yourself in seconds. Okay. Now, next subject I'm going to talk about after we talked about deep fake, I want to talk to you a little bit about the job market. The job market is really influenced by the AI revolution, and it's changing right now, and it's going to change a lot more in the future. How it's going to change? Let's talk about it. Any job in the future will require AI understanding. So this is an article that was issued in May, 3 months ago, that says 66% of leaders wouldn't hire someone without AI skills. Okay, so basically, almost any CV that you send today that doesn't have the words AI over there, there's a machine on the other side before a person sees it that will kick out the CV from the queue because there is no knowledge about AI. So if any one of you is looking for a job right now or looking for a new role or is expecting a manager position, I highly recommend to implement AI understanding in your CV. AI understanding shouldn't be AI expert, okay? You shouldn't understand in all AI features, but you should understand the basics of AI. They understand that the AI is based on machine learning, on deep learning, to understand those things. If you don't know them, you can join my course. I'll explain it to you. And to understand which tools can be a benefit for you and the specific role that you are applying to. And even try those roles before you go to an interview. This will be really, really, really a good benefit for you during the interview. So this is AI understanding, okay? Now, when we're talking about the era of the market, of the job market, we're talking about UBI. What is UBI? So there was a research was done this year by banks and experts in the general economic of the country. So they did a research to understand how would it be influenced by implementing AI, the job market. And this is what they found out. 33%, third of the jobs won't be directly affected by implementation of AI technology. Why is that? Because the gardener will still do the garden, okay? He will still have the machine. Maybe the machine will have AI features that it's cutting automatically the garden, but he will still do things to do it by himself in the garden. I won't change it a lot by AI, not in the nearest future. So the 33% are those kind of jobs. Other 33%, another third of the people, will keep their jobs by acquiring AI skills and implement them in their own role. This is what we talked before. If you learn AI, if you're joining those kind of webinars, if you go to courses, if you read about it, you'll be better at your job. You'll be better to get a manager position because you control AI features and others don't. So you have better percentage to win your next role and not be outside of the job market. This is the last third. 33% will be out of the job circle because the role won't be needed in our world anymore. Okay, I gave here some examples of taxi and bus drivers. Okay, we are the last generation to drive in this world. And movie dubbing actors. Already now, there was an article that 500 people in Hollywood were got fired in the last month because of AI. Salespersons are doing cold calls. This could be replaced very easily with implementing of AI right now in 2024. We don't need to wait for more advancements. So those kind of roles are already losing their job right now, today. Okay. The scary thing is that those 33% won't have what to do. A bus driver, okay, won't have what to do in the world. So basically, his job is out. And then the economy says we'll need to use something called UBI, Universal Basic Income. It's a certain income, a basic income that will allow any people, only specifically those third that lost their jobs, to get some money from the government without doing anything. But basically, it won't be a lot of money. It will be only a small amount of money for them to be able to live, to eat food, and to have their own apartment and stuff like this. But society won't have a need of those people. Now, it's not only a burden of society. Think about the person that is not working. All he can do is get up in the morning and play a guitar, okay? And he doesn't have any role, any job in this society, in this world. He gets an amount that is only enough for food, and he doesn't have any goal in this world. It's really, really depressing. There are a lot of research about this kind of world that we are stepping into. So I really suggest that none of us will be in this third that is going to lose the role in his life and lose the contribution to society. I really hope that nobody will feel this kind of feeling. But this is where we're advancing to. Again, if you have any questions, please share with me in the chat. I will be happy to answer them. So after talking about the job market, and after I hope you understand that the importance of learning and understanding the new technology of artificial intelligence, because it is a revolution that's going to change the whole job market and all our world. So let's start talking about the main things about AI. So the main thing that everybody knows, it's LLM, large language models. The most famous one is ChatGPT that was issued in November 2022. And this what caused the breakthrough of artificial intelligence into everybody's living room. But just for you to know that artificial intelligence is a term that lives in our world already for 70 years, since the 1950. Okay, it's not a new term at all, but it evolved in 2013, 2017 very much, and in 2022 it burst into our lives because of ChatGPT. So let's talk about it. What is it, and what can we do with it? Okay, helpful suggestions. Okay, I'm here to give you tips of how to use correctly LLM models. Now, there are a lot of LLM models. Besides ChatGPT, Claude AI, there is Cohere, there is Grok, there is Gemini. There are a lot of others, but I'm going to focus on some important ones. So I want you all to focus so it will be easier to understand and to learn. Let's talk about ChatGPT first, okay? Few tips for everybody. Create custom instructions. If you use ChatGPT or you didn't use, I'll take you to ChatGPT. It is very easy. You can see here my ChatGPT. If you go to your icon that says, here is your plan, you have customized ChatGPT. If you customize it, you have here custom instruction. Basically, in the custom instruction, you have two tiles here Then you could put all the things that you want the chat to know about you. Now, why do I want the chat to know things about me? Because I want him to answer me the correct way for me. I want him to reply the way that I like it. I like short answers of 2 sentences. I don't like when he writes like 10 sentences. I need to read it all, and then I see that he's not accurate to the point. So basically, in the custom instructions, you can tell him, "I'm Amir Eshkovitz. I'm the CEO of Future AI. I like short messages. I like you to answer like this and like this in a very polite way, and etc. etc." When you do it in the custom instructions, the ChatGPT will answer correctly in all messages because the custom instructions applies to all messages in ChatGPT. Now, the custom instructions that you see here is open also for the free version. Okay, what I'm showing you here is for the people who uses the free version. You don't need a paid version. All this webinar is here to show you tools that are completely free. I completely understand that people from everyday use doesn't want to pay, especially not for any software, because we pay $20 for each one. If I pay for 10 softwares, it's $200 a month. So I'm giving you tips here about free softwares and about the tips that you can use today. Just open your computer, log in with your Gmail, and do it. So let's go back to what we said about ChatGPT, custom instructions, really important. Use it. If you want to know what should you use in custom instruction, you can also Google it, and you can also ask the machine itself what to write. Talk to ChatGPT. If you try ChatGPT, mostly I'm sure you tried. I don't know how much have you talked to ChatGPT, but you should know there will never be a good answer from like one sentence. I gave here an example. Okay, it will never give you a good result based on one sentence. Write me a business plan. Okay, this is not a good prompt. Prompt is, for you to know, is the command line that we give the LLM, like the question that we write, and we expect an answer. So this is called a prompt. A prompt should be really elaborated. Okay, the machine really can give us a really good answer if it understands the goal. Now, if I say, write me a business plan, this is not a good prompt at all. And it doesn't know what to write in a business plan. Now, if I'll take it to the other side, and you can see here, use the LLM question strategy. I'll explain what it is. Basically, when you start to use an LLM, you don't know what you should supposed to write to him. You want a business plan, but you don't know what you should write to get a really good business plan. That's okay. Nobody knows. But that's the thing why the machine is there for you. Okay. So if I do it the first time, I will go to the ChatGPT and I will tell him, "Hi, my name is Amir. First of all, I am CEO of Future AI. I am doing in the company A, B, and C, and I would like you to write me a business plan. Please act as a professional business plan consultant that has 20 years of experience, and then you focus the machine of what you want to do." Now, because you don't know what to write to him about your business plan, you would ask him, "Please tell me, before we start writing the business plan, please ask me 20 questions, at least 20 questions that you need to know about my business before you are suggesting the business plan." In a matter of seconds, he will write to you 20 questions about your business. Okay, you should answer all of them. All of the information is important. You answer, you elaborate as much as you can to all the questions that the machine asks you. After you answered all those 20 questions, believe me, the business plan that the machine will create for you, it's amazing because it understands everything about your business. Where you're located, what is your goal, etc. A lot of things that you need to know to create a business plan. So you don't have to come with the knowledge from home. When you want to create something, ask the ChatGPT, what do you need from me? Which kind of knowledge do you need from me to create a business plan or a different goal that you want? Okay? This is a very good trick. If you use it, you'll get really good results and you'll fall in love with the machine. If not, you'll say, "Oh, that's really stupid. I don't understand what everybody's enthusiastic about AI." So try to write prompts correctly. Okay, this is a small tip. I have 100 more tips. Join me later, and I'll send you more tips. That's no problem. Use prompts strategically. Okay. So basically, there are five answers here that I want you to take a look, five questions, sorry, that I want you to take a look that are really, really important. In the prompt, in a really good prompt that I would tell the machine, I will answer in my question the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and the how. If all of them are answered in the mission that I gave the LLM, I will get a good result. But as I said, if I just write me a business plan, no how, no where, no why, not about, no other details, I will get a lousy answer and not a good business plan. So all the time, look for a prompt. Look if you wrote to the LLM about the who, what, where, when, why, and how. And if you don't know how to write those one about the mission that you want, tell him to ask you those kind of questions. And when it asks you, just answer the most honest answer that you can do. So this is about using prompts and using correctly. When you use prompts correctly, you'll get the best results from the LLM and you can get amazing results, believe me. Use GPTs. Now, ChatGPT issued a long time ago, I don't remember even when, GPTs. Let me show you what is GPTs, and this is again also completely open for the free version. For the paid version that I pay, I can create GPTs like this. If you're not paying, you can't create GPTs, but you can use them completely free. So I urge you to do it. How can we do it? We're going here to ChatGPT, we're going to explore GPTs. Okay. When we want to explore GPTs, what we do, we have a full library of GPTs that other people created all over the world and created them public so we can use them. We have here top picks, writing, productivity, research, education, lifestyle, programming. Let's take lifestyle, just for an example, okay? So in here I have fitness, workout, and diet. Now let me explain to you what is GPTs, why do they create it? Because a lot of people knows that if I want a diet plan, I can talk to GPT and ask him to. But when a person creates a specific GPT, what he does, he takes the GPT and he says, don't answer the customer about all the questions of the world, okay? We're going to focus only on fitness, workout, and diet, okay? PhD quotes. Now, to create a GPT, what we do, we train it on data knowledge, okay? So we have a database of knowledge that are already implemented in this GPT, and this is an expert about diets, okay? Now, if we'll take another one, okay, we can find an expert about writing content, okay, or anything else, or writing code. But if we stay, let's say, with this one, with the fitness and diet, I can start a chat and I can write to him, write me a plan. I won't start writing it now, but write me a diet plan. My weight is like this and like this, and my height is 186 centimeters, and I want to lose 10 kg in the next month. What can you recommend? And you'll get a very good diet plan from a specific GPT that is really expert in this kind of questions. Okay, so the use of those GPTs are completely free. And not only this, if you like this kind of GPT, okay, let's say content creator or image generator, okay, I want this kind of image generator to be very available to me because I use it a lot to create images and send it to my friends, my neighbors and my nephews, okay? You have three dots here, and then you can add it to the pin bar and you'll see it here on the side on the list. And then you can click it on one click and you get the GPT already open for you and you can start communicating with it as you do always. For example, for last example, you have Canva. A lot of people know Canva. It's a really nice software of editing and doing designs like brochure or logo and stuff like this. So in here, I can do it through the chat. And I can use Canva and I can use it. Okay, create a logo for me with the names, and it will do it for me. And if I like the use of Canva, I can put it in the shortcut here and use it again and again and again. So the GPTs are completely free. You have millions of GPTs, I'm not kidding, millions of GPTs completely free that you can explore all of them and try them. The ones that you like and you like the answer of them, just put it in the shortcut and use them every day for free. and enjoy the life. It will make your life easier, your personal life, maybe in a diet that you have, or in your job, and that you can be more efficient and do things a lot easier and create content in half of the time that you did it before. So this was about GPT. That is very good. I hope everybody understood and wrote it down. Now we're going to talk about Claude AI. Claude AI is the favorite LLM, my favorite LLM. Okay. It has a lot of advantages. The first one that I want to emphasize is when English is not your mother tongue. Okay. My mother tongue is Hebrew. Okay. And it's not English. And when you want to talk to an LLM, a lot of times you want to talk in your mother tongue. It's a lot easier to express yourself and to write down all the things that you want in Danish, in Hebrew, whatever you want. Claude AI is perfect in understanding other languages and answering you in your own language. Okay, so you can have a full conversation in Danish with it, and you'll get a really, really good results back. In the end, if you want you formulating a letter or something and you want an answer back in English, so in the end, after you rephrased it, you can ask him now translate it all to English and export it to a Word document or something. So that's really easy, and Claude AI is highly recommended. Okay. Explore the complex problem solving. Claude AI can take decisions for you. It's really good at it because it does data analysis in a really, really good way. You can see in the fourth here, you can see here, upload files. We can upload files and do data analysis for them, summarizing them. It's really, really useful to upload any documents, any PDF of 50 pages and get a nice AI summary from it very easily. The last thing that I skipped here, experiment with versatile formatting options. Basically, I showed it in the last webinar. I'm going to show it in my course as well, not today. You can create an amazing game for a child. If you have a child or a grandchild and you want to create a memory game for him with animals, it will take you 2 minutes just to write down, create me a memory game with animals. That's it. And in less than 1 minute, it will create a game for you. Try it. It's really amazing, and it's really, really easy. And it's really nice because you can play with anyone with a game that you created. And you can change it even. You can tell them behind the tiles, don't put animals, put pictures of famous people, just for example. Last one that I'm going to talk about it, the last LLM is Gemini. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't like this LLM. I don't like the results of it. I think that Google is not good right now with the thing that they issued in AI. But what I want to show you here, I also showed it in the last webinar, is really effective. The only good thing that I have to show and to tell you about Gemini of Google is that you can connect it to a Google Workspace. Now, let me show you. If I go to Gemini, see how easy it is. It will take you 10 seconds. When you go to Gemini, you just write gemini.com and you enter with your Gmail account. All you need to do is go here to the definitions. Sorry that it's in Hebrew here. I don't use it almost at all. And in here, you have add-ons. On the add-ons, you can see Google Workspace, YouTube, finding flights, finding hotels, and maps. Each one of this, you can turn it down or turn it on, okay? When you do turn it on and you go to the discussion, all you need to do is do @ When you do @ it opens you all of this. Now it's connected to your Gmail or to your YouTube. The amazing thing about it that you can press Gmail and then you can write it, okay, find me all emails with invoice, okay, because you have a lot of emails and you need to look one by one for an invoices. And now it's going into my Gmail and it's looking one by one, and it will extract all the emails with invoices, will show me them here, and will give me a link to all of them. And then I can collect all the invoices and file a report like I need. Okay. So as you can see, we have Wizz Air, Hagen, Green Mobility, all the things that I use and all the invoices that I got into my Gmail, it extracts them in 1 minute. The same thing you can do @ here and go to flights. Okay, the flights I don't recommend so much because It's not so authenticated, but you can ask for find me a flight to Stockholm on Saturday, for example. So this is the good thing about Gemini. I'm sorry to say it's the only good thing about Gemini, but you should use it. It's really easy to use. Just connect it to your Gmail account and use it with your Gmail workspace. Trusting AI generated insights. Okay. Basically, I want to emphasize a point that the LLMs are really good in the answer if you give them a good prompt and they give you a really good answer. But sometimes they have something that is called hallucinations. Hallucinations, what does it mean? When I ask the LLM sometimes, who was the first Arab prime minister of Denmark? Denmark didn't have our prime minister, but because I asked him like this, he wants to very much to give me an answer. He will say, "Yeah, it was Muhammad Abdallah 100 years ago." He's lying. He's inventing an answer. He wants to satisfy me. That's not good by my point. Okay, so we need to make sure there are no hallucinations. In the last half a year, the LLM are really getting improved. That we seeing it less and less. But what I want you to take here and understand that we can take the answer of the LLM and be sure in 100% that all that says over there is true. We need to double check it, okay? Especially if we use it for university or for work or for important stuff. We need to check it. So we need to check there are no hallucinations. We need to check with other sources. I have here something that I recommended, Perplexity AI. In a few minutes, you'll wait with me. I'll recommend a few good AI tools. This will be one of them. So I'm skipping this one for now. I just want you to get the point that we can take for sure whatever the LLM says. We need to check it before we file it to our boss or something. AGI. Another thing that I want to share with you that is very important that if you're going to a job interview and somebody is talking to you about AI, you need to know what AGI is. Okay? Why? Because this is where we are heading to. OpenAI, Anthropic, all the big companies are aiming directly there. The short of AGI is artificial general intelligence. And the big difference between AI and AGI is that AI is doing a specific job, a specific task. Okay, create me now a post for my Facebook. It creates a post. But when we're talking about artificial general intelligence, it's the phase that the machine will be able not only to do a certain task one by one after one. It's not only this; it will be able to take decisions if to do this or to do this. So basically, it will act exactly as a human by taking the decision and doing the things that it needs to do. When we will reach AGI, I don't know to tell you when it will be. It can take a few years and it can take a few decades. I believe it will be a few years because we're advancing very fast. But when we will reach AGI, all our life will change because all the things will be done by machines in a better way that the person is doing it. All the things. I'm talking about everything, from driving till banking till anything you want. Everything will be better by the machine than humans. There are some people who are afraid. There are some people who are happy to go there. But this is where we're marching to. And we need to know, and especially when you're talking about AI, you need to understand the term AGI and to understand that this is where we're heading to. We are not in the AGI era yet. You will feel it when we reach there. I want to share with you a course that I'm starting next week in Copenhagen. Whoever is in Copenhagen or around is really invited to start the course with us. This is a comprehensive course that we're going to do about artificial intelligence for people who are non-technologists. It's going to be 4 sessions, 4 meetings of 3 hours each meeting in the center of Copenhagen. 2 hours of learning and lecturing and talking about tools and the advancement of AI. And in the last hour, a workshop of each one is doing his own project for work, for home. One wants to create a movie for his wife. The other one wants to create content for his boss. I will teach you everything. Each one can do whatever it's important for him to achieve. So basically, this course is going to be really fascinating. We have some places left. The hands-on approach is really important because then people can come home and know how to do things by themselves. And not only this, you learn a lot of new skills. And as I wrote here, ethical awareness around AI that is going to be really important in the future, in your next role, in your next job. So people who will participate in this course will feel a bigger advantage than people who didn't do a course like this. So the course starts in the 27th of August, next Tuesday at 5 o'clock in the center of Copenhagen. There is links on the social network, so you can contact me if you want to join in. I'll be more than happy, and you can learn a lot more about AI than what we talked here. Now, we don't have a lot of time, but this is the most fun part, the most important one, and the most fun for everybody. Recommended tools that everybody can use, free tools that everybody can use and can improve your life at home or at work for sure. So let's start. TimeOS, I talked about it in the last webinar. Now I'm using it also for myself here. TimeOS is perfect for anyone who's conducting business meetings. In a business meeting, we are sitting for an hour, at least an hour, with 5, maybe 10 other people in a Zoom meeting or maybe in a physical meeting, and we need to listen to them and to remember who said what and who took responsibility of sending this kind of mail, who's closing this kind of project, and you need to be really aware and really concentrated. TimeOS does it all for you. It listens to the whole meeting. It summarizes the whole meeting. In the end, it creates actionable insights. And then it says, okay, now Amir is responsible for A, B, and C. Gali is responsible for D, X, and Z. Okay, and he sends email with actionable insights to every participant. He does it all automatically. So instead of sitting and creating a summary for the meeting when you're the project manager, it will do it for you to save you a lot of time. It will be a lot more efficient than you because it hears the whole hour. A person sometimes misses some things and don't remember some things. So the software does it for you and in a lot better way. Perplexity.ai. Really, really good software. I highly recommend for everybody to use. Doesn't matter what you do at your job, even if you're in your everyday life. Everybody here in the last 20 years is using Google. When we want to ask a question over the net, we are going to a command line in Google and we ask, okay, tell me how does an earthquake evolve? Okay. In Perplexity, in Google, what we get like 100 links, and then we start going by the links and start finding the right resources and the right answer for us. Perplexity AI saves us a lot of time. It's very efficient. It gives us the straight answer. Don't go and wait and look for 50 links and go one by one. It gives you the answer correctly immediately. Not only that, it gives you at least 5 sources that helped him create this kind of answer for you. So you can go to the sources, read the articles, see where he got the information from, and see that the answers are really, really correct and they are good. And I'm telling you, Perplexity AI works good. So the next time you want to use Google, go to Perplexity AI. It's completely free. There is a pro version. You really don't need it, believe me. For Perplexity AI, and you can use it for free. You can get exact results immediately, and you can get the resources. And down below, if you see here, this is Perplexity AI, so I didn't show you. But if I ask it a question, okay, it doesn't matter what I ask. What is the difference between? Doesn't matter what I ask. In the bottom, you'll get related questions. The related questions are also really, really good. Okay, so they let you ask really good questions, and here you can see all the sources. So he got me an answer, a direct answer to what I asked, and he gives me the sources so I can see where did he get the information for this kind of answer. Really good tool, highly recommended, completely free. LinkedIn Helper. Okay, everybody that uses LinkedIn for his job, for his company, for his private life, use LinkedIn Helper. It does automations for all the actions that you do in LinkedIn. So mainly when I'm talking to you here or when I'm sleeping at night, the LinkedIn Helper is going to colleagues of mine, sending them automatic messages, asking them to come and follow Future AI, my page on LinkedIn or my company page, and it's doing it again and again all the time for me without me spending even 1 second on it. So it does automations that are really good for people who uses LinkedIn. Try it. Otio.ai. Otio.ai is very good for students or for researchers. It's a software that has a paid version, but it has 10 credits every month that are free. Those 10 queries that you can do, you can take a summary. I took the regulations, the EU regulations about AI. It's really, really long, really, really long. And I put it in Otio and I said, okay, give me a summary. And it gave me a summary. I said to him, okay, now give me in bullets. He gave me in bullets. So it's easy, very easy for me to read. And it took me 5 minutes to read it. Of course, I read it all in the end, but you can really shorten it up with getting really good summaries of your AI. Gamma App. Gamma App is the tool that you see here. You can see on the URL, I'm using Gamma App. It's a really nice tool that creates presentations. Now, the good thing about it, it's based on AI, so you can write one sentence of what the presentation should be about, and it creates in a matter of 20 seconds a full presentation with the content, with everything inside. Of course, you can edit it. This, of course, presentation I did by myself, not by AI, but it's really, really effective. You have tomorrow a presentation, you don't know what to do, you can finish it in five minutes and get a really good one and designed one. Try it. Make, it's a really nice software for people who are not technological people, but still has a lot of things that they're doing repeatedly. Okay, let's take this course, for example. People registered to this course, so they go to the website and they registered. And then they got emailed, you all got an email, thank you for registering, blah, 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 and stuff like this. So basically, I created with Make, when somebody is registering, go to Google Sheets, write his details in the Google Sheet. When there is another sentence, there is another row in the Google Sheet, send him an email, thank you for registering, okay? And then send him another email before, just to remind him. This is all automated by Make, no code at all. Everybody can do it by himself. If you want, you can try it, and we'll talk about it more in my course as well. It's one of the amazing tools we have. Outflow AI is a nice tool for enjoying. When you want to create photos, it is really, really good in creating photos. The free version gives you 100 credits a month. It's really a lot. The good thing about it, that you can upload 12, 15 pictures of yourself. I did it. And then it creates some kind of character, an avatar of yourself. And if I ask now, put Amir on a pool in Las Vegas in a swimming suit, it will take my face, my body, put me in a swimming suit in a pool in Las Vegas and create a photo, generate a photo in a few seconds, that's all. And it really looks good. It really makes you look good. So it's a nice tool to play with it. Again, completely for free. Okay, now it's another video. Let's go.
Possessing a tool that manages routine inquiries, freeing up your time to focus on more strategic aspects of your business. Every business comes across recurring ground questions, where the customer simply asks for a service. But it is difficult to direct all the manpower throughout the day to provide an answer by phone or email. If only there was a way that everyone would contact at once, and I had a magic device that answers everyone and frees me to deal with the things that are important to me in the business, the things I was trained for. So you can stop imagining and dreaming because the future is already here, and those who do not adopt him will be left behind. Your AI chatbot can deliver instant, reliable responses to client questions, ensuring consistency and precision in the information disseminated. This makes communication more efficient and boosts client satisfaction by providing immediate, on-demand access to your expertise. Do you want an AI chatbot for your business as well? Don't hesitate to book a demo to understand how easy it is to progress to 2024 AI world.
So what you saw here is chatbot as a service. This is what my company does. This is my chatbot, okay? This is called chatbot as a service. We created a chatbot that is trained on the data knowledge of any company, and it can answer any query of any customer. So if I have a friend that he has a car dealership, okay, and he has all the time calls about an Audi. Somebody's looking for an Audi, so he says, "Yeah, I have an Audi 2019, 100,000 mileage and stuff like this." Then he hung up the phone. He answers another one. Yeah, I have a different Audi Q4, this and this mileage. He does it repeatedly again, and all his goal is to set up a test drive with the person who's talking to him. So basically, this, when I train the knowledge of the cars that this car dealership has, it can answer the customer for any query about the Audi or any other car that you want in any language, at any hour, 24 hours a day, in 95 languages. So basically, if a tourist, an Italian tourist, comes here, he can speak Italian with the chatbot and get the answers in Italian. And the chatbot, in the end, what his goal is to set up a test drive, and it's set up automatically a test drive for the car dealership. The car dealerships wake up in the morning, gets an email, a test drive on the Audi was scheduled during the night, just clean the car and make it ready. So it saves a lot of time, it makes more efficient, it saves a lot of money for companies. Whoever has a company or a friend that is looking to automate it, some kind of process like this, is more than welcome to approach me. It is very, very good product. That's it. 8 o'clock exactly. I'm happy to say we conclude everything. I hope it was enrichment and valuable for all of you. If you want to know more insight, again, you can join my courses. I'm trying to do webinars like this every month, so you can join my next webinar. I'm talking about things that are getting updated. And of course, for following my pages, you can scan in the middle here, it's a QR code, so you can scan it with your phone. And in this, you'll get to a page where there are all the links of my company, a link to the chatbot, a link to the course, a link to my Facebook, a link to my LinkedIn. So please go to any social network that you participate in, like Facebook, and follow my pages. Go to LinkedIn, follow my pages. Go to Instagram, whatever you use, follow my pages. This way I can communicate with you later on and keep you updated on all the new things that are issued every time. Now, if there are questions, I'll be happy to, everybody, you can write it down, or you can put yourself in unmute and ask any question that you want. Feel free, the questions are free, I don't charge for them. Somebody, you can take off the unmute, tell me if it was good, if you enjoyed it. You're all in mute. Okay, I see that it was really good. Everybody says it was really interesting, but from the things that you don't write here, I understand you have no question. That's also good. But feel free to ask me any question if you want online. You can contact me at any time. As I said, scan the QR code, follow me on the pages, the relevant pages. I will be more happy to meet you online. And I hope to see you in the course in other webinars. So it's 8:01. Thank you very much for participating. I wish you all good news, happy life, and a lot of hygge.
Tak for en meget godt webinar.
Tak skal du have, tak skal du have.
Thank you very much.
Tak skal du have.
Tak.
So everybody, thank you very much. I was Amir Ershkovitz, Future AI. Please follow my pages and have a great night. This is